Welcome to your pre-tournament analysis of host nation, the USA. This analysis project has only been made possible by our amazing sponsorship partners. Thank you again to Sideline Stats, Briar Limited, InMotion Sports Agency, Educamus Tuition, MGN, Moratorium, and the Gauntlet Young Team. These are amazing companies and it's an absolute honour that they've agreed to be part of this project. Looking at a couple of friendlies and the Gold Cup, USA have went between a 4-2-3-1 and a 3-4-2-1, but there's similar principles throughout. Wing backs or full backs high and wide. The wingers or 10s stay inside, they combine, they get numbers in the box, they get crosses across the goal, and they get the opposite winger or opposite 10 in. You can see it here in the Gold Cup against Costa Rica. When the ball gets switched out, the fullback is very high. Luna, the left winger in this scenario, went inside the pitch, and it's something we'll see a lot from Pulisic as well. It's that freedom to move and get close to the likes of Tillman and different creativity. They get very lucky with the shot there, but the principles are good. You see it here with the right winger and the right back kind of interchanging with those positions. But the key thing here for me is that the winger, the 10 and the opposite winger all end up really close together with the centre forward in a position to create and attract attention centrally and allow the fullback or wing back to bomb on and be the option that gets played in for the goal, like we see here. The other part to mention is the transition play. Because the front line have got so much pace, so much 1v1 quality from Pulisic, Luna, Tillman, the pace from Balogun, Agyemang, Weah. They're going to be a real dangerous proposition to anyone that tries to press them high, anyone that really wants to dominate possession. Things like transitioning, counter-attacks at pace, pressing high, turning the ball over, they'll be very good at. Here again, the benefit of having play like this, you operate with 2v1s. If you can get overloads, it then falls to Luna or Pulisic to go, do you want to play in the left back or left wing back, or do you want to go along and cut inside? And both those players have the ability to do so. Same with Tillman, same with Balogun. They've all got good qualities to be able to go 1v1. Here you can see that front three behind the centre forward. Because nobody's really occupying the high and wide space here, what actually happens is people get attracted to the ball and the centre forward's able to make a pretty clean run off the back and in behind. Again, where you don't need to overplay, don't overplay. If you can do it in 2 passes or 1 pass, do it in 1 or 2 passes. If you've got pace like this where you can run a channel, get a defender backing off into the box and then exploit them with your 1v1 quality, which again, they've got so many players that can do this. No point listing them off yet again. It's very talented. Now, the pressing structure, I'm going to wait and see what the formations are in the friendlies leading up. But for me, they'll have a lot of pace and athleticism to get around the press. So teams that do overplay will be at risk in their group and anyone that USA face. But I've not quite seen how their pattern, their traps are worked out. We'll figure that out in the friendlies as we go. But what is clear, when they win the ball, they transition quick and they're dangerous. Defensively, the thing that would concern me and why I'm not sure if they're going to go 3 or 4 at the back is the gaps that opened up in the Gold Cup. I felt like it was far too easy for ball watching defenders to be played through, loads of little intricate gaps being passed through to create. Here, I feel like the defensive structure was constantly backing off but not really covering themselves in any glory, and you end up with a lot of people in the box creating. So it's just a concern for me about how the structure will be, but Pochetino will have time to work with them pre-tournament to iron all this out, so the friendlies will be important. As for set plays, they're a big, strong, athletic, physical side. They have loads of threats in Freeman, Ream, Richards, Tillman, McKennie. Very good routines, very good deliveries. This is going to be vital. The excitement will be clear anytime USA get a corner or a free kick, and I would expect them to be very, very good from set plays in this tournament, especially given the time they're going to have to prepare now. So it'll be very exciting to see USA, same as 1994, routines like this would light up a tournament. And thank you once again to our amazing sponsors, Sideline Stats, Briar Limited, InMotion, Educamus, MGN, Moratorium, and the Gauntlet Young Team. Your support is greatly appreciated. I'm delighted to have you as part of this project. If you'd like to support us in any way possible, if you like this analysis, you could do so via Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon. Thank you.